Okay. Okay. Yesterday, just in that first demo session, just only we have discussed about like what are the like what is the course content and what I am teaching to you. Um, right. And these are all the domains there in the current market. But particularly, I cannot say that where you want to work on particular domain side, right? Sometimes you have to work on banking domain side and e-commerce or e-commerce related means Amazon products or Flipkart products or AGO or Myntra, any other e-commerce products and financial systems like loans related applications and mobile. There are many nowadays in current market that development companies are developing different kind of applications, right? But particularly as a tester, particularly as a tester, I don't work on particular domain. Frequently, it will change your responsibilities when you are working in real-time projects. Okay. And finally, whatever the domain, okay, I'm ready to handle on particular domain, but what are the technologies you have to know? But I have to know about the manual testings, how I have to perform for the real-time projects, and I have to know about the Selenium with Java, about if you want to automate the application. Remember, here we have a greatest advantages are there in testing side, especially compared with other technologies. Why? Because for suppose you are working as a developer. Example, you are working as a developer. Okay. This year I'm working as a developer, like a Python developer, any other .NET developer or something else. Next year, that next year, that development technologies are upgrading frequently from different companies. Like .NET, instead of .NET, they are moving from .NET to another development technology, right? In this case, once again, you have to upgrade that technology, whichever is required for the development side. But testing side is not like that. Testing side is not like that. It is a default technology. Manual testing is a default concept for all testers. It's a default. If you are working as a manager, if you are in a manager level, if you are in a project manager level or delivery manager level or client services data, whatever, but everyone should know about the manual testing procedures, how to perform the actions on project side. And automation testing, Selenium with Java. Nowadays, almost more than 80% all clients are choosing this Selenium with Java for functional testing to automate any application. But first of all, before automating directly, blindly, I cannot automate any application. First of all, listen. Whenever you are facing the interview, this is also one of the interview question. How do you automate? How do you automate the application? But they're not. See, listen the question. The interviewer asking you that, how do you automate? How do you automate mean? First of all, you have to analyze the application. That application can be automated, cannot be automated. What is the scope of the automation on the particular application? Can we automate the entire application? Can we automate all the modules? In one application, there are many modules like example, SBI Bank. You are working for Bank of America, ICICI Bank, SBI Bank, any other applications you are working on, right? Particularly, I'm having good working knowledge on banking side. But yes, earlier we have a working experience on banking side. But can we automate? What is the feasibility of the testing on automation side? You have to analyze before automating the application first. Then you have to you have to like submit your expectations on automation side through estimation reports. But your backend office team will give you, or else like your backend team will give you all which are the documents, like which are the format is required to you. But you don't need to prepare your own documents to submit yourself. And also Jira is a common reporting tool to everyone. Instead of Jira, the companies may use different reporting tools. Instead of Selenium with Java, okay, this time I'm learning Selenium Java, but in future, after 1 year, 2 years, that client is like your company got a new project with a different technology, depending on POC, your architects or architects will demonstrate on POC to client. POC means points of contact. They'll give you, like, that that architect will give you a for to get a new projects in the company. They'll give a demonstrate on the new technology along with the Selenium with Java. The client will choose which are bits depending on, I don't client every time how client will think about project side. Client won't invest much money on these technologies. Every time they will try to reduce the money. And here also Jira, for suppose Selenium with Java, for suppose okay, client is asking you to develop a POC, like a POC on any playwright with Java technology. Client accepted and SOW is completed by client with playwright Java, and the architect has given the given the POC to client, and client was accepted and SOW is completed. SOW means agreement is completed by client. But as a manager, I don't know. As a tester, I don't know about this new technology. Meanwhile, company will provide you the separate training on the technology. And but I have a good experience with the 5 years of experience with Selenium and Java. Why I want to move to Playwright and Java? But it is a mandatory to you. Why? Because if you are not showing an interest to work with this older technology, if I want to learn the new technology again, but what company do? They will try to move to bench. Whenever you move to bench, again you have to wait some time until you get a new project on your older technology. But don't show the interest to move to bench, because don't go to bench. Whenever they're asking you, try to learn the subject. Playwright with Java is a very easy technology. Selenium with C# is a very easy technology. Selenium with the Python already, if you know, but I don't have knowledge on Python language like Java. That is why I did not show the interest to work on Python language. Okay. See, if you know one technology on testing side, you can perform any technology very easy. That too, especially in software testing side. Especially in software testing side, we don't write any code separately. All are inbuilt, means already there is a ready-made framework in the companies. Only you have to understand the framework structure. You have to understand the project structure. Then you're ready to start the test cases. As a manual tester, you start the just try to start writing a manual cases, or else if you are an automation tester, just start an automation testing test cases. That's it. You don't need to write like a developer. You don't need to write if condition, else condition, programming, logics, technicals, arithmetical operations, and the algorithms. It is not required anything as a tester especially. But that is a main advantage in testing side. It is completely drag and drops. See, Jira tool is there. What you do in that Jira? Whatever you are doing in Excel sheet, take example Excel sheet. I want to prepare a student attendance report or student information system in the Excel sheet. What I do? ID number, student ID, student name, father name, mother name, gender, fees, course, so on. So details I have to provide in the Excel sheet, right? Means you are not writing the code there, but only you are preparing the document for the student information. Here also same. As a test engineer, I want to test an Amazon login page. What, as a tester, what do you do? As a tester, what is our responsibility? Here in testing side, I have to play both manual and automation side. Means I have to perform on manual testing side, either automation testing side. Let us discuss about the manual testing side. What you do? The client. Now you are working for Amazon. Now you are working for Amazon project. In that Amazon, there are many modules. Like take example, let us open one sample window here. Go to Amazon. And here you can see there are many modules, right? Now you can see electronics, customer service, home kitchen, prime, or something else, right? If you click electronics, now you can see too many companies here. Tablets, Lenovo, Apple, Samsung, Micromax, Eyeball. And shop by brand, Acer, Apple, Dell, HP. There are many. As a test engineer, okay, now here I'm working for Amazon e-commerce project, right? Where I have to work? Is it like as a tester, will I test that complete application? Is it my responsibility to test entire Amazon website? No, you are a part in Amazon, but you are not for entire application testing. Where did you, where did you involve into testing in Amazon website? Okay, company recruited to me on particularly just there is electronics example, TV environment, right? Now I am the responsible person for shop by brand, right? Only you have to means it is a 1 year project, and during 1 year you have to test, you have to test MI. When you click MI, see, but if a client is asking me the reports on television side, this is not my responsibility to involve because of it is assigned to another tester. As a test engineer, where I am working for shop by brand. I have to, every day I have to submit my status report to my project manager. How about what is the status report is available in our reporting formats? Like like how much I have completed, total how many cases I have executed, total how many cases are pending, total how many scenarios here. MI is a one scenario, Sony is a one scenario. If you click a Sony here, and let us see, then it is like it is redirecting to Sony website. You can see Sony television, right? Under Sony television, just they have allocated this page for testing. Now, what is my responsibility? What is my responsibility here? I want to test all the TVs, like, see, as a test engineer, what do you do? What is our responsibility? This job is very easy. Finally, what client is expecting from you? Like, whenever you are testing this, Sony Bravia. Is there any spelling mistakes? And what is the model of this? And how many inches of this? And what is the 4K Ultra HD? Right? That description and the title is matching correctly or not. Sometimes what will happen unexpectedly. Okay, instead of this, the like a developer has misplaced. Instead of this, the title was displaying like this. The title is displaying like this, right? But actually, I'm testing. But if you want to test any application, if you want to test any requirement, this is the one requirement. This is the requirement one. This is the requirement two. This is the requirement three, right? Now here, when this is my requirement. If you want to test this requirement one, first of all, I don't start the testing. First of all, whichever the TV models are there here, I want to collect relevant user documentations from your on-site team. On-site team means from your client. Otherwise, how do I know? How do I know what are the endpoints I have to test on every requirement? Okay, I cannot start because without knowing about the product, how do you start the testing? It is not possible to me. First of all, you have a rights as a tester. Directly, you can communicate with your delivery manager or project manager or project lead or team lead or else your senior software engineers who are monitoring to you. You just send an email to them. Please send the relevant requirement documents on so and so modules. Then only I can start the testing. Okay. From your end also same. For suppose example, I'll tell you. I am planning to buy a iPhone mobile from the shop. From the shop or by online, whatever. What you do? How do you know same mobile I purchased or not? I I bought iPhone 15 Pro Plus or something else. But how do I know that? Is it a iPhone Pro 15 X or something else? But it is not available in your, like on mobile. I did not see that anywhere. I did not see that title name iPhone 15 Pro Max or something else. Only I can see that iPhone symbol. But how do you know same features available inside my mobile or not? What type of features available in my iPhone? How do I know that? How do I know? But I don't want to check it out, right? But along with the mobile, they will provide user manual book. Through user manual book, you have to read all whichever the options available in iPhone, or else I don't want to follow user manual book. How do I know about my phone, whichever the model I have purchased it? Very simple. Go to website, click the link, and there you find all the descriptions. What is the mobile I purchased, iPhone mobile, and model number and cost of the mobile, and that warranty and extended warranty. You just check it out. These are all the specifications, or you just match with your bill. Whichever by online, when I purchase from that any e-commerce website, that time you just compare both your specifications with your bill. If it is matching, then it is okay. If it is not matching, then you just return that product with comments. Finally, what you are doing here, I am working as a UAT tester, user acceptance tester, right? Here also, but now as a your client was recruited as a tester to test on Samsung television's page. Now you are the responsible person to test these modules, right? Now here we have two ways to complete the testing. One is you want to follow manual testing procedures, or else you want to automate the application. But I cannot decide. But I have a knowledge on both ends. I can perform the action as a manual tester. At the same time, I can perform the action as a automation tester too. Automation testing side also, right? But you cannot take your own decisions to automate these applications. Client, it's a depending on client. If it is automation testing is available in SYW, then you have to perform the action on automation testing side. If you want to start the automation side, that you should understand that client automation framework. Okay, the client is following with Selenium and Java with any framework, then you have to know about that framework. Companies means client will give you the KT session, especially on framework side. That don't worry about that. But I'm teaching to you all the frameworks from scratch level. But already I told you yesterday, but everyone should spend at least 1 hour to 2 hours time on practice. Otherwise, there is no, it's a completely waste of the training without any hands-on experience. Nowadays, whenever I'm facing the technical interview, definitely they will catch you, you are a fake or genuine. Like whenever I'm applying as a fake, with a fake experience, I should act as a real-time employee, but I cannot. I don't want to see anything, in my face. Confidently, I want to deliver the answers to my interviewer confidently as a real-time employee. Because of, directly anyone cannot get real-time experience without working, right? But I want to get a chance. I want to get a chance to enter in the software company as a fresher. Fresher does not have any problem because of they are conducting any for first online exam, then they are going general knowledge group discussions or something. That interview is that freshers interview is different. Okay, that but they don't take any separate technical interview, separate any other things. Just only 1 or 2 interviews. They will conduct a online exam. Okay, if they cleared it, and then just online exam means just they are going for any general basics, like an basic computer knowledge. They are checking through online. Once it is cleared, then go for HR interview based on the requirement, based on the HR expectations. If pressure is met, all requirement, then they are releasing an offer letter. But when you are trying for the job with 2-3 years of experience or 4 years of experience, that time it's critical to you. And without hands-on, without a practical knowledge, without a practice, and without a preparations, you cannot crack the interview. I'm sure about. From my training, I don't say, but since 18 years I'm into this field. I know well about that how is the market is going on. And that too, I'm working as a automation manager in one of the company since 3 years. Earlier, I was worked as a freelance testing trainer for the corporate companies. And this is my part time as well. I know, but I am also one of the interview member in my current company. I know that what type of questions we are asking, what type of people I am seeing when I'm taking the interview from them. But finally, what I can say, you take the training or you sit in the testing field or not, that is the secondary thing. First of all, anywhere, if you want to settle as a developer, if you want to settle as a DevOps engineer or Python developer or so many so many ways are there. If you want to settle as a developer, DB admin or SQL admin, Python admin, or designer, UI UX designer, web designer, there are many positions available in software depending on your talent. But like software testing is like every time is a evergreen in that. Not only now, after 5 years, 10 years, so I can see this testing field because since 18 years I know that about this testing. But sometimes directly I cannot start with as my role does not start as an automation tester when I joined in a software company directly. Depending on your luck, sometimes you have to perform as a manual tester, sometimes you have to work as an automation tester depending on your project. Okay. But directly, whenever they map to the project directly, I cannot say to your project manager, I don't continue with this manual testing side. I don't, but I'm looking for automation testing projects only. But we cannot discuss like this. Why? Because why? Already since 4 years or 5 years, if you are working in the same company, then you may discuss about this point. I'm looking for automation projects because I'm the senior automation tester with 4 years of experience for the first projects. But I want to gain real time because of the I don't have any experience earlier. That is why at any cost, if it is a like whatever, but I want to gain some experience on real time projects on client side on one project as a manual tester or automation testing. So sometimes I have to survive on the one project. Then only once you got a good knowledge on the real-time project side, then you may demand on your responsibilities. If you are showing your interest to work as automation tester, but coming one year or 2 years, completely all projects will move from manual to automation with AI. AI means ChatGPT. But but one of the AI tool I have checked it previously, that is a tested trigger or something else, but it is a commercial, but it was released in the Linux platform, but is not released from the for Windows platform. But some of the disadvantages are there, but it is a flexible for general testing, but not completely. And that to remember here, the AI cannot replace this automation testing completely without a human. Human is required. Okay, but only AI can give us some support to testers, but cannot replace completely without a human. Does not work out. Okay, and also yeah. Now this is my testing. Now let us see then as a test engineer. Now, what is our course content here? But already we have discussed about this. These are all here I have not written, and I'm covering API testing also. Okay, now these are all the topics I'm covering here. That course content is available like this. Now almost duration 60 days and 60 hours. And see, we need any operating system with MS Office, but preferably I'm advising you to use Windows operating system only, but do not use Mac operating system. But actually in India it does not work out. Okay, but that Mac operation functions are very different, and means everything we have to download from Mac iOS app. Okay, that is a that iOS app is a different. Everything we have to download from that. Like what is that? What I say? Drive, Google Drive or something else. Okay. And just a Play Store, that Google Play Store you have to download, right? And similar to just we have to download all the applications from iPhone Play Store or something else, right? But it's preferably just I'm giving you the advice to use a Windows platform only, any operating system. Okay. And here, just a program basic. If you have already basic programming knowledge, it will help you a lot. Okay. But I teach you, very simple. I'm the BTech engineer, but I'm the BTech civil engineer. I'm a BTech mechanical engineer. And also I have seen many people be a BTech computer science background student all does not have any basic knowledge on the computer side with the C language or MS Office or something. Instead of BTech civil engineers, mechanical engineers are working in my company. Again, we are providing the training separately to BTech engineers, along with the mechanical and civil engineers, electrical and electronics engineers too. But what is the use of BTech computer science? Nothing. What they are doing in B? I don't know. I'm confused with that degree. Why they are joining in BTech computer science? But I don't how they are thinking the people. I'm sorry about that. I need whenever I complete a BTech computer science as a fresher, I want to get 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs salary immediately after my BTech computer science. How can you get it? Good salary from the company as a fresher without knowledge. That is the reason out of 100 members, only 10 members are getting the jobs from the companies as a fresher because of knowledge. Just they are passing the exams, but they are not, at least they're not trying to get an hands-on experience. But all client, because of particularly why they are choosing computer science background students with BTech, because of at least they does have good knowledge on the technology side compared with other core subjects. But they are not showing good performance on computer science side. Okay. And here you can see then, and I will provide the training notes, interview questions, and practical examples, and demo sessions here. There are details here, but you just collect from this course content document from this institute. And here, what are the main topics I'm able to covering during this training? Selenium syllabus here. And here under Selenium, I'm starting with the Java programming basics. I don't start Selenium directly without knowing about the manual testing concepts and Jira concepts. Okay. But this is completely end-to-end testing course because of, I'm sure about only with Selenium Java, you cannot clear an interview. Only with the manual testing, you cannot clear an interview. Only with the cloud tools, you cannot clear an interview. Every tool is integrated with other automation tools. Finally, at least only accept freshers. Accept freshers. When you are facing the interview with 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or 10 years of experience, everyone should understand that complete end-to-end testing process for one project. Otherwise, you cannot get a job in the current market. I'm sure about. Because of, interviewer will ask you that completely integrated tools on testing side. That is the reason. That is the reason I recently launched this end-to-end testing completely. And also here, and Java programming basics here. And this is completely Java Pro. Like there are many exception handlings, automation, Excel operations, text file operations, or database. I am covering database too. I am covering database, basic SQL queries. Also, I am covering for the DB testing, database testing. Okay. And without, actually, sometimes you have to involve into DB testing too on testing side. There are many testing sites. I'll show you. And Selenium IDE, and now after Core Java basics, Selenium is starting. Selenium IDE with WebDriver, AUT, and handling Ajax, and automating operations, automating keyboards, and handling alerts, handling frames, synchronizations, TestNG here. TestNG framework I'm covering, and types of frameworks here: keyword driven framework, data driven framework, hybrid framework, and Cucumber framework also. And I'm covering with the page object model also, and page factory in Selenium, and Cucumber model I'm covering here. Cucumber deduction set of Cucumber. Okay, Selenium Java with so and so. These are all under, it will be covered under Selenium. Okay. Now here database testing again. And here Selenium grid, but it is outdated, but I don't know, like anyone not using. And here, I'm covering Maven and Jenkins with a Maven project, how to work with. It is also part in Selenium. Maven is a cloud tool. And Jenkins is also cloud tool. Jenkins, Kubernetes, Azure DevOps, Amazon Web Services. These are all cloud tools. But Azure DevOps and Amazon Web Services both are commercial tools. But similar to Jenkins. But nowadays, few of the clients are using Azure DevOps or else Amazon Web Services. Okay. And whenever you joined as a tester in any company, you don't work on project side in your company local system. But client will be configured that virtual machine in company laptop again. It won't save anything in that company laptop. Complete work will be saved into client virtual machine only. How they are creating a virtual machine? Maybe they use Amazon Web Services. That is which one of the virtual machine they may be create in your local system. That environment is different. They will give you a KT session, especially on that. Once you joined, or else already if you have experience, you will understand exactly how you want to perform on real-time project side. And I'm covering Jenkins, I'm covering Git here, and Log4j reports, Extend reports, but Allure reports I'm not covering, but it is for another, means for another robust framework. Okay. And and introduction about the APM tool and the API, and also API also included in this. This is our course content. Now, what is manual testing? Yeah. See, web services testing, API testing here. Okay, these are all API testing here. And manual testing topics here, fundamentals of testing, and software throughout of software lifecycle, and static testing, and about the dynamic testing. See, static testing basics and difference with the dynamic testing, review process and roles and final review types, applying review techniques. But these are all the headlines of the software testing about the manual testing, and web services API testing and test automation. Just overall view how to work as an automation tester on API testing, right? And test documents and database basic SQL queries. Finally, I'll give you a project testing on for workshop. Right, this is our entire course content here, whichever I'm covering that in entire testing, right? And also, first of okay, forget some time. These are all. Now I am the tester. I am a tester. Okay, I am a tester. What type of testings I have to perform for real-time project? Example, this is Amazon website, right? What you can call, this is called UI testing. See, there are many ways are there in testing side. Okay, what are they? I will tell you. Take example one, UI testing. Okay, UI testing means user interface testing. Means with now UI testing means what type of applications we have to test it, either web or desktop. Either web or desktop. Web means Amazon.com, Facebook.com, Flipkart.com, Myntra.com. Okay, or mobile apps. Okay. Now here UI means particularly when, for suppose when I'm facing the interview with the 3-4 years or 5 years of experience, what you can in the your profile, what you can see, What do you want to show the interviewer? What is your specialization? What is your specialization as a tester? Yes, I have trained on. I have trained on manual testing. I have trained on Selenium Java with automation testing tool. I have trained on Jira reporting tool. I have trained on API testing for REST API testings. And I have trained on basic SQL queries. I have trained on other things. And I have trained on projects too. I am having good hands-on the testing side. But in your profile, what is yours? What is your previous project is? Is it, do you performed on UI testing side? Or else, do you performed on API testing side? Or else, do you performed on performance testing side, API testing side? What you are? Okay, depending on your experience. Okay, here for one application, means take example Amazon.com. That is a one application. What type of testings we can perform as a tester? First one, you can perform as a UI testing. UI testing means whichever the functionalities are displaying on your user interface, then you will validate each functionality is responding to user properly without any conflicts. The testing job is very, very easy. But meanwhile, we have to prepare a lot of documents. These are all the documents you may collect from your backend office team. They will provide all in that KT session. You don't worry. Only during this training, we have to upgrade the skills. Because of if I want to settle as a software tester in the company, so we need to learn this technology. Okay, depending on your interest. And UI testing, the second one is API testing. Okay, API testing. Here, for UI testing, we need user interface. Without a user interface, web applications are there, like a Notepad, Notepad++, WordPad, MS Word, antivirus. These are all desktop-based applications. Web applications mean Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, Facebook, SBI, HSBC, ICICI, Canara. These are whichever the application is opening through browser. Those are all called web applications. What you are? Are you a web application tester? Are you a desktop-based application tester? Or else, are you a mobile application tester? Yes, I am. As a tester, I can test web, desktop, and mobile applications too. Okay. As a tester, you have to test all the application. We cannot skip any. We cannot skip any application specially. But I am like I'm a tester for all the applications. I can test web applications. I can, the procedures are common for all the applications testing. Testing means what do you mean by testing? Simply I can say power off button is working fine or not. On, off. On. When you press on, is working. When you press again off, that power off. Switch is working fine. Okay, submit your report. Step is passed. Second step. Switch on off is working fine or yes, switch on off is working. Press F1 key. When you press F1 key, that help window is opening or not, check in your keyboard. Yes, when I press F1 key, that relevant help is opened. That is a shortcut key in Windows. And Windows D, that all screens are closing properly or not. Okay, just means Each key means that is the meaning of testing. Means finally what I'm trying to say, I want to release the bug-free softwares to my client. And remember here, any tester cannot release 100% of the quality to any client on any products. Only we can, as a tester, I can give around 90% on coverage. Okay, on testing side, but anyone cannot give 100% of the quality on the products, not possible. And that too, we cannot automate the application completely with 100%. Only we can automate 70% of the application only, because of there is no scope to automate for entire applications. But I'll tell you then that advantages and disadvantages about the difference between manual testing and automation testing, advantages and disadvantages. Don't worry. And API testing here, UI testing and API testing. And UI testing, we need web applications or desktop or mobile. For API testing, it is not required. Only with the data. Just only with data testing. Okay, for API testing with data testing only, I'll tell you then how to perform the actions. But without knowing, these are all, these are the testing types using with your course content, but you cannot handle any interview anywhere, I'm sure, about the throughout world, I'm sure, wherever you go. Means, particularly only with UI testing, the companies won't recruit you because of, the client, whenever they are recruiting, you just go to job description. Easily you can find out what I am teaching to you and what is available in the job description. You just both match. You just match both the job description and our course content. What they are asking, okay, what I have to learn, okay, and API testing and DB testing and performance testing. Actually, we are not learning this performance testing here, but we are learning is different. But if I want to become a performance test engineer, I have to learn the other automation tool is load runner or JMeter. DB testing, data testing, DB testing. Okay, like if I want to become a like this, right? These are all means as a test engineer. Especially we have to work on project side with UI testing or API testing with DB testing, right? These are all we have to perform on real-time project side, right? Now, okay, now this is our demo, whatever I am covering from my end about the testing side, okay? And from tomorrow onwards, we can start our actual topics. We can start with the manual testing topics from tomorrow onwards. And after we discuss the differentiation between manual and automation testing, the where I want to go for with the manual testing, what type of procedures are there, what is the testing life cycle, software development life cycle. These are all we have to discuss about. Okay. First of all, let us start with the differentiation between manual testing versus automation testing, and what I can do with manual, what I cannot work with automation testing. Okay, what is the difference between both manual and automation testing side? Okay, our first 10 or 15 minutes, let us start with the differentiation between. Then after we can start with actual topics with manual testing topics. Okay, one by one. But really, I'm telling you to that at least in the day, we at least you have to spend 1 hour to 2 hours time on practice. Otherwise, listen. if you want to settled as a software engineer, right? I'm not teaching to you that basic level of the training it is. I am starting this training from basic level. That is okay, right? But here I am covering advanced level of the training too. Because of whenever I am facing I don't want to get a job after 10 interviews. That is not my talent. What is my talent? I want to get mm, I want to get a job with first interview only should be clear. That much of knowledge I want at any cost. I want to clear the technical interview in a first round. That is, I want to get that much of talent from this subject. I'm expecting that. Okay, but basic knowledge you can learn from the YouTube videos also. But I'm not expecting like that. At any cost, whenever I'm facing the first interview, you should clear. That's it. That is our target. That is our goal. Okay. But after clear the technical interview, it's a depending on your like on HR interview or on previous experience explanation, documentation submission. That is the secondary thing. Okay. If you want to take the training, you just fix it is your goal. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone. Let us meet tomorrow. Please be connect early because of almost it is everyone joining at around 50 minutes late. Please join it on time. Thank you so much, everyone. Any questions to me for today? Anyone? Please
Thank
speak
you.
up. Anyone? Do you have any doubt for me? Asha, how you are able to understanding, Asha?
Yes, I'm
You are able
understanding.
to understanding properly, right? That explanation, everything is it clear to you?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. And you just collect that course content document from your institute. Okay, they will share it to you. Thank you so much. And that course material, everything, I will share it to you. Not now, just after few days. First of all, let us start with training. Then after one by one, you will receive all the course content, course material, case documentation, case studies, user stories, everything I will give it to you. But you need to fight with me. Everyone, really, if you want to take the training from me, you have to fight with me. I don't want to fight with you. You have to fight with me, and your institute will create after confirm this batch. This institute will create the WhatsApp group for with all the team members. We can communicate all together. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.